from Joe Biden. I watched his speech earlier today, but this, however, was from yesterday, and I'll find out what percentage you're in, okay? Here's Joe Biden. Do we really think this is as good as we can be as a nation? I don't think the vast majority of people think that. There are probably anywhere from 10 to 15% of the people out there that are just not very good people. But that's not who we are. The vast majority of people are decent. Well, talk about optimism, Chris. 10 to 15% of us are not very good people. Are you in the 85 or the 15?
That's the thing that's going to make this for people like us. I don't know about for the American people, but for reporters who like to go along for the ride, this is going to be a bumpy ride. Fasten your seatbelt between now and November. Between President Trump and Joe Biden, you know that they're going to say a lot of things, that they're going to have clean up on aisle 4. Let's explain what was going on. That one I just scratched my head about.
I was watching his speech online today. On his Facebook page, he had 10,000 people watching it. None of the cable networks took his speech. He is often being ignored on major days. You need to come out and talk about the economy, and then you see the jobs report. That's still.
This moment right now, this is our commencement. No, we'll not get a diploma or a degree of any kind, but we are entering a new chapter in our lives. Our confidence is shaken. Our hearts cracked. The kind of crack that comes from the loss of a job, from life plans falling apart. We didn't ask for it, but we are rising to meet it. And how far we've come isn't even close to how far we can go. We just have to remember how patient we are, how strong we can be, how strong you can be. And remember this, there's a crack in everything for a reason. How else can the light get in? Tomorrow starts today.
Oh, look at you.
Don't you worry about paying for all that data?
Oh, no, I'm on Consumer Cellular.
Oh, I've got a great plan with Consumer Cellular, too. I'm always talking to my family, and I send 3 pictures of Cece every day, 1 for each grandchild. My kids haven't even seen a picture of Bruno.
Get talk, text, and data as low as $20 a month with Consumer Cellular, ranked #1 in customer service by J.D. Power. See how much you can save at consumercellular.com or find us at Target.
Guys, living on junk food? Stop. Eat real food that tastes great and lose weight with Nutrisystem for Men.
You just select, heat, and eat, and you're going to lose the weight.
Lose up to 18 pounds your first month. Money back guaranteed. Check us out today. Heat up the food. That's it. Act now and save 50% off a month of food and 50% off a month of shakes.
Go online or call 888-590-TRIM to save 50% on a month of food and shakes.
Robinhood believes now is the time to do money without the commission fees, so you can start investing today, wherever you are, even hanging with your dog. So, what are you waiting for? Download now and get your first stock on us. Robinhood.
I recommend Nature Made vitamins because I trust their quality. They were the first to have a vitamin verified by USP, an independent organization that sets strict quality and purity standards.
Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Well, I know one thing. I love my house. It's just home, and I love it.
For over 25 years, Home Instead has helped seniors stay home. Now, staying home isn't just staying in the place they love. It's staying safe. It's essential. If your loved one needs in-home care, we're here to help. Home Instead. To us, it's personal.
Outrage across America.
They are back on the streets to create more anarchy and havoc.
Sean breaks down the latest with analysis from his all-star lineup tonight on Hannity.
Addiction won't wait. People battling addiction, along with their families, are some of the most vulnerable people during these difficult times. Fear, isolation, and uncertainty fuel addiction. That's why at Brookdale Premier Addiction Recovery, we aren't waiting. Located in the heart of the Pocono Mountains, we remain focused on our primary purpose, treating addiction. Our secluded and spacious campus, along with our full-time medical team, make Brookdale the best treatment option during this crisis. Please stop waiting. Call Brookdale now.
You say the customers make their own rules. Let's
That's top data. Only Xfinity Mobile lets you switch up your wireless data whenever.
I accept. 5G. Everybody's talking about. How do I get it?
Everyone gets 5G with our new data options at no extra cost.
That's good. Next item, corner offices for everyone. Just have to make more corners in this building. Chad?
Your wireless, your rules. Only with Xfinity Mobile.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
simple, easy, awesome. Switch and save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill. Plus, get $200 off a new Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra.
I think we're going to have a very good upcoming few months. I think you're going to have a very good August, very good July, but a spectacular, maybe spectacular September, but a spectacular October, November, December, and next year's going to be one of the best years we've ever had economically.
So they were celebrating at the White House today. The jobs report came out after months of historic job losses. Unemployment rate dropping to about 13% in May. That's down from 14.7% in April. We added 2
서버 잠깐만 줘보라니까요.
we would lose
줘봐요.
million jobs. We're going to bring in our team. Steve Moore was an advisor for President Trump's campaign. Austin Goolsbee, former chair of President Obama's Economic Council. Gentlemen, here we go. Moore and Goolsbee. What happened, Steve?
Well, you know, this was an amazing, I was a Fox business.
Goes to work.
Well, first of all, let me be the first to say I got it wrong. I didn't expect anything like this number, and so I was astounded as anyone. Just one thing I would add to what Austin said. Look, I agree with you what he said, except for one thing. It wasn't just bars and restaurants. We had good numbers for construction. We had good numbers for manufacturing. We had good numbers. Almost every industry picked up jobs. So it looks like things are starting to get going.
Not true.
Well, manufacturing was really strong, and so I mean, you tell me what industry.
5 of the 14 major sectors. But it's just 5 of the 14 major sectors that the BLS tracks actually had job losses, despite it being a big month. Literally 55% of the jobs were all just in restaurants.
All right. But my point is the blue-collar jobs really came back in a positive way. Now, look, I'm not disagreeing with you, Austin. We need a lot more of these good reports because we lost 20-some million jobs. I happen to think that we don't need another government spending bill. I think we need to. There's all sorts of money in the pipeline already from the
thing out there, because no one called this.
Yeah, true. The only thing I'd say is, given the nature of the small business rescue, the PPP, a lot of these jobs created this month look like they are the very companies that were required to hire back their payroll to get those government handouts. So if your view is let's terminate the PPP program or let's not do any more relief, I do think that there is a risk associated with that, and I think it would be a mistake.
Wonder where we'll be next Friday. Who knows, right? Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Steve. Talk to you real soon. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
Police reform on the table. Some of the measures cities across the country are considering. Ted Williams is back again today. He weighs in on this coming up next.
I had a heart problem. I was told to begin my aspirin regimen. I just didn't listen until I almost lost my life. My doctors again ordered me to take aspirin, and I do.
Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
Listen to the doctor. Take it seriously.
If you're a man making too many bathroom trips, pay close attention. Super Beta Prostate is the #1 urologist recommended brand to help reduce those urges to urinate without a prescription. Don't wait. Find it at Walmart and these fine stores.
It's been 75 years since your ancestors served in World War II. Many of their stories remain untold. Find and honor the veterans in your family. Their stories live on at Ancestry.
From Sandy Blanc to Jet Black. When it comes to a great-looking gray-free beard, trust the new Just for Men. The easiest way to put your best face forward. The same great results in just 5 minutes at home. Just for Men Mustache and Beard. Available online now.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like James lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
Lost almost 12 pounds.
Oh.
For those also with known heart disease, Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, or death.
It lowers the risk.
Oh. Ozempic is not for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
Ask your healthcare provider today about once weekly Ozempic. We remain committed to keeping Ozempic available and affordable during these challenging times. With the Ozempic Savings Card, you may be eligible to pay as little as $25 for a 1-month or 3-month prescription.
It's never been more important to take care of your heart from the comfort of your home. Many people have an irregular heartbeat called atrial fibrillation, which increases their risk of having a stroke by 500%. Others have a family history of atrial fibrillation, which increases their risk of having it by 30%. And those over 65 are at the highest risk. If they only knew they had the condition, they could actually do something about it. Well, now with KardioMobile, it is possible to know what's going on with your heart. KardioMobile is the FDA-cleared personal EKG device, which allows you to take a medical-grade EKG in just 30 seconds from anywhere. KardioMobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, one of the leading causes of stroke. KardioMobile can also tell you when your heart rhythm is normal, giving you daily peace of mind. Check your heart's health every day with KardioMobile. KardioMobile is now available for just $89. Get yours today at KardioMobile.com or Amazon.
I have huge money-saving news for veterans. Mortgage rates just dropped to near 50-year lows. One call to New Day USA can save you $2,000 every year. And once you refinance, the savings are automatic. Thanks to your VA Streamline Refi benefit, at New Day there's no income verification, no appraisal, and no out-of-pocket costs. Activate your VA benefit now. One call can save you $2,000 every year.
Call 1-888-910-5067.
Carvana's had a lot of firsts. 100% online car buying, car vending machines, and now putting you in control of your financing. At Carvana, get personalized terms, browse for cars that fit your budget, then customize your down payment and monthly payment. And these aren't made-up numbers. It's what you'll really pay, right down to the penny. Whether you're shopping or just looking. It only takes a few seconds, and it won't affect your credit score. Finally, a totally different way to finance your ride. Only from Carvana, the new way to buy a car.
You have to listen. You have to reform the way that you do things. You're not going to be in partnership with the community if they don't want to work with you. So we have to do better by our community.
Former Baltimore Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake where cities across the country now considering sweeping reform from defunding police departments and taking officers out of schools. William Rondedes reports in Santa Monica, California today on that story. William.
Well, Bill, that's the debate, of course, but when crime inevitably goes up, what does the public demand? More police or social workers? Yet, right now, with these, in light of these protests, numerous cities are defunding police departments to invest in social programs. Mostly, they say...
I think that
all of this protesting and all of this speaking up starts to speak to the idea that it's time to defund the police and move these funds towards things that actually keep people alive.
This overturns 70 years of policy that argued bigger departments, more enforcement, safer cities. But now, under pressure from Black Lives Matter and activists, LA will take up to $150 million from the police department to address inequities and racism.
We've made cuts because of COVID-19. It's time to also make cuts because racial justice is something worth fighting for.
In San Francisco, Mayor London Breed said the police money is reparations for ignoring the black community. Prior to Floyd's murder, she supported budget increases. Chicago, Portland officials want police out of the public schools and will instead invest in social workers and students', quote, cultural needs.
There's no reason why the city spends 40% of their budget on the police.
In Minneapolis, a black councilman and white mayor promised to dismantle the police department, and like Tacoma, Buffalo, San Diego, They now ban police chokeholds. For years, local politicians supported higher police budgets and pensions in exchange for that political endorsement. Now, however, a different story. And the LA Police Union today, and I'm quoting, said Mayor
Abu
Garcia
Hanya, sorry.
lost his damn mind for calling LAPD killers. Unspoken in this debate, Bill, what happens when people call 911 and the response time goes up? So do private gun sales. Back to you.
Thank you, William. William Lajeunesse, Santa Monica. We're going to bring in Ted Williams, former DC detective, Fox News contributor. Ted, how you doing? We've been together every day.